If you still think email marketing is dead, you're already losing ground, because in 2025, the most successful service businesses are doubling down on email and getting better results than ever. It's not with those boring newsletters or cookie cutter promotions. What I'm talking about is smart, segmented, automated human-first email strategies that actually turn subscribers into buyers. Hey, I'm Cam Heisman from Campaigns You Love, and in this video, I'm breaking down 5 cutting-edge email marketing strategies that are working right now for service providers just like you. So if you want to boost your conversions, shorten your sales cycle, and finally turn your email list into a lead machine, stick around. Let's be honest, most service-based businesses treat email like an afterthought. Generic blasts, weak open rates, little engagement. They then wonder why no one's actually booking. But here's the truth. Email isn't the problem. Your strategy is. Today, I'll show you exactly how to fix that. Let's move on to the first strategy, hyper-personalization beyond name fields. Now in 2025, it's not enough just to say, "Hi, John." Real personalization means sending the right message to the right person at the right time. Break your list into what I call marketing buckets. These could be based on what services they've browsed, what they last purchased, or how they prefer to engage. Here's how the pros are doing it. Behavioral-based emails. Someone views your teeth whitening service page or any specific service page. You could then send them results, testimonials, and FAQs only about that service. Next is milestone triggers. So an example for mortgage brokers, it could be something where you hit up your past clients around 11 months to review their home loans. Next, we have content prediction. Use AI to figure out if they prefer text, video, or a casual tone, and send them to other versions exactly what they've read in the past and they've opened and clicked through on. So it's allowing AI to actually figure out what works best for your clients. One of my clients boosted their open rates from 22% to 38% in 60 days with this exact strategy. Why? Because they stopped broadcasting and they started nurturing their audience. If you're asking yourself, well, how do I do this as a small business owner? Well, I'm going to give you a tool tip. Start with kit.com or check out ActiveCampaign. Both give you behavioral targeting, predictive sending, and a lot more. It's really just down to the size of your list and your subscription budget for which one you should choose. But everything above that I've spoken about is built in, so it's going to save you time and effort. You just have to set it up and let it run and keep an eye on the analytics. My personal recommendation is ActiveCampaign as a tool if you're looking to scale your business. It does cost a little bit more than kit.com, but it has a lot more room for your business to grow. All right, let's move on to strategy number 2, interactive email experiences. People don't want to scroll through more walls of text anymore. They want to click, swipe, and interact. So here's what's working right now. In-email booking buttons. Yes, book the call right here is working very well right now. Next is quizzes. For example, if you're a finance service business, you could create a short quiz on what's your investment personality. The next one is also expandable content. So for example, like accordions. So users choose what to read. That is also working very well. Moving sliders or service simulations, they're perfect for mortgage brokers or tradies to show before and after savings. Just keep it interactive. And look, here's a super important step that is often missed when talking about interactive emails. Make sure your emails are optimized for both desktop and mobile, because over 50% of people are opening your emails on their phones. So if your design breaks on mobile, you're losing half your audience. The software tools that I've mentioned above have these options already built in. They're allowing you to test before you start sending. Now, if you're feeling a bit adventurous and you want to use ChatGPT or any other AI program to help you build your emails in HTML, I'm going to give you a little insight on what I use, liveweave.com. You can paste in any HTML and preview exactly how it looks in real time. I'm going to show you a quick example right now of how to use this to build a quick HTML email template. Now, just a quick pro tip, inside of both of these platforms, they allow you to drag and drop as a builder, but you can also use the HTML field if you want to be a bit adventurous. All right, so this is exactly how I build it out if I'm using HTML. If you're feeling a little bit adventurous and you want a little bit more customization rather than drag and drop in most of these platforms, you can head over to your choice of large language model. I'm going to use ChatGPT for this example. So create a simple prompt. You can even use this one that I've got right here on the screen, but I just want to create a simple mobile responsive HTML email template with inline CSS. That's important that you want to have that so it's all encompassed in one file or one section of code. Make it a lot easier for you when you're wanting to paste it in. You also want to find an email template that you like the look of. You can also add your colors in if you like, but add that in as an image. So I've just prepared one earlier and chucked it in there for you just to copy and paste. Then you want to generate it. Now, once that generates, you can see the example I put in here. You'll find that it will create the HTML for you, which will include the inline CSS, which will be your styling. It's as simple as that. So now you can copy that out, head over to the tool LiveWeave, and you can paste it in here on the left-hand side, and it's going to give you an idea of exactly how that template's going to look. So you can see here, it doesn't have a header image, it doesn't have any icons, so you could go back to ChatGPT, place a header image and icons so I can see exactly how it's going to look. Get a bit more of a prompt, and then you'll find very quickly it's going to add some images in there for us. All right, so once your code is written, you want to then copy that code, the HTML, and head over to the tool that I use, liveweave.com, and you can paste it here on the left, and it'll give you an example of what your template's going to look like. Now, you can copy and paste this straight into your program of choice, so whether you use Kit or use ActiveCampaign or anything else that allows you to use a HTML builder, you can add your images in there, you can make changes, you can still use most of the time the drag and drop. Otherwise, you can come back into ChatGPT and you can customize it more the way that you want it. Hope that helps. All right, let's move into strategy number 3, email automation with human touch points. Yes, automate, but don't remove the human. Here's the balance that you're looking for. You can add personal videos after someone books a call with your business. Even a 20-second video of here's what to expect next. That can go a really long way. Next, you can set up alerts when someone downloads a resource or visits your pricing page. This then sends a real message, or even better, a call or a text. And look, here's the kicker. You need to follow up fast. Studies show that if you call a lead within 60 seconds of their form submission or email interaction, your conversion chances increase by over 390%. If you're running ads or offers that generate leads, make sure you or your team are ready to respond immediately. That first minute contact window is pure gold. And here's how I've done this myself in my own campaigns. I set up alerts for when someone downloaded a resource or viewed key pages on my website. That way I knew exactly when to pick up the phone and reach out personally. And look, this simple change increased my retention by 28% because it didn't feel automated, it felt real, and people actually noticed. All right, let's move on to the 4th strategy, which is value first micro conversions. Instead of hard selling, get them to say yes in small ways first. Start with free microservices or consultations. Then try lead magnets in 3 parts. So send one guide, unlock another when they engage. You can also try to give mini wins before asking for a big commitment. An example for painters, you could offer a free quote. Mortgage brokers, you could offer a free 15-minute strategy call. Just think about it this way. Every yes builds trust. The plan can be as simple as free guide, free webinar, strategy call, implementation plan, or quick win service. Each of those steps builds momentum. So when you finally make your offer, it feels natural, not pushy. Look, I find a lot of service businesses, they get a little bit stuck when mapping this out. AI tools can help you map this journey fast. You can use tools like ChatGPT or Gemini to help you think it through. Just prompt it with something simple like build a step-by-step path from content to consult for my service business. And look, you'll get in return a rough draft in seconds, and then you can tweak it to match how your audience actually buys from you. All right, let's move on to strategy number 5, the last one, which is community-powered email marketing. And this one is massive in 2025. Your email list isn't just data, it's a group of people with similar challenges. And here's how to tap into that. First, you can highlight subscriber wins in your emails. This helps with social proof for your audience. Next, you can ask for feedback, then share it in follow-ups. You could also run email-only challenges like book and consult this week and get a bonus. I look at it this way, you don't need a private community to build a community feeling. You just need to make people feel like they're part of something and that you actually see them. One of my clients reduced unsubscribe rates by 50% by just turning their email list into a conversation, not a campaign. So here's your action plan to work towards. You need to stop blasting, start segmenting using those marketing buckets. You need to add interaction to remove friction. You need to automate the boring, but humanize the rest. You need to give value first and make the ask second. Build relationships, not just clicks. That's how email actually grows service businesses in 2025. Hey, and look, if this video helped you, hit the like, subscribe, and drop a comment. I always reply. Again, I'm Cam Heisman. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.